Could the 98 million VERI tokens seized by the SEC be lost forever? Now, it's been suggested for a while that the SEC may have lost the keys to the Ethereum wallet holding the 98 million VERI tokens. And it's always been just speculation. But recently, a CoinDesk article suggests that actually may be possible. U.S. Marshals Service can't say how much crypto it holds, complicating Bitcoin reserve plan. The agency has been plagued with procedural and organizational issues for years. Now, this basically talks about how the United States Marshals Service is tasked with managing assets seized by law enforcement, including handling cryptocurrencies. And I'm going to start right about here because this is a pretty good place to start. As far as I'm aware, the USMS is currently managing this with individual keystrokes in an Excel spreadsheet. Chip Borman, Vice President of Capture Strategy and Proposals at ADEX Corporation, a firm that provides technological solutions to the U.S. government and was also turned down for a USMS contract, told CoinDesk. Borman said he saw USMS processes occur in real time in 2023. They're one bad day away from a billion-dollar mistake. Now, as recently as 2019, the agency only handled a handful of cryptocurrency assets, like 8 or 10, so all the different U.S. government agencies had to do their own storage, instead of the USMS doing its job and intaking seizures, said Clark, a former special agent at the Department of Treasury. Now, 2019 we know is the year that the VERI tokens were confiscated or seized by the SEC, and it says here all the different U.S. government agencies had to do their own storage, and we know how capable the SEC is. So not only would the USMS take weeks to provide Bitcoin deposit addresses to agencies when they just made a seizure, he said, but the agency would simply share them over email without any sort of encryption or verification process. At other agencies like IRS Criminal Investigation, such sensitive information is usually either communicated in video calls or via read-only encrypted attachments with follow-up calls for passwords and read-back verification of the addresses. And that's if specialists don't come directly on site to handle crypto wallets themselves. It was very, very unsecure, Clark said. It's just shocking that nothing happened in the years that they did. The USMS declined to comment. Back in 2022, the Office of Inspector General, OIG, warned that the USMS was struggling in the management of tracking of its holdings. The USMS did not have adequate policies related to seized cryptocurrency storage, quantification, valuation, and disposal, and in some instances, guidance was conflicting, the OIG said. For example, the USMS did not have measures in place to track forked assets, cryptocurrencies that are created whenever a blockchain does a split, known in the industry as a hard fork. Think Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, both of which forked off of Bitcoin. As a result, the USMS may fail to identify and track forked assets, and thereby lose the opportunity to sell those assets when they are forfeited, the OIG said. The spreadsheets on which the agency was relying to track its various crypto holdings also contained inaccuracies, the OIG found. In November 2022, 5 months after the OIG report was published, USMS stated that it had lost control of 2 Ethereum wallets due to a software update. It is unclear if the private key is incorrect or the wallet malfunctioned, the agency said. The contractor will identify the issue and potentially open the wallet. If the wallet cannot be opened, documentation of efforts taken to unlock or open the wallet will be provided to the USG. Clark told CoinDesk that it was unclear whether the issue with the Ethereum wallets had occurred before, during, or after the OIG audit. The OIG report itself makes no mention of the mismanaged Ethereum wallets or missing Ether. At a minimum, it speaks to the lack of backup wallet and lack of competent storage, update, and handling procedures, Clark said. So it goes on to talk about Bitcoin and the Bitcoin Reserve, but really this is the part I wanted to talk about. So going back up here, in 2019, like I said, this is when the VERI tokens were seized by the SEC, and here it clearly says all the different U.S. government agencies had to do their own storage. So it's very possible that the SEC may have lost the keys themselves to this Ethereum wallet holding the 98 million VERI tokens. And if they did, that would suggest that there's only 2 million, just over 2 million VERI tokens in circulation, and that there ever will be in existence. Now, Reggie has said in the past that the 98 million tokens seized by the SEC are essentially blacklisted, and he wouldn't accept them. And in a post about the PPE White Paper, which is the Proof of Productive Effort platform, where users are rewarded for successfully identifying patent infringement, it says here, importantly, this white paper takes into account the current state of VERI token distribution, with all 2 million VERI tokens now trading in the hands of individual owners, with no remaining tokens holdings by the issuer Veritaseum. So I don't even know if it matters if the SEC loses these tokens or not, because it seems like we're moving ahead without them anyway.